I want to talk a little bit about recruitment consultants and the benefit of using them in your career comeback and some rules of the road for dealing with them successfully. So I've been a recruitment consultant and search consultant for decades, and I've got a fair idea of how to build a beneficial relationship with a recruiter. And I do think that they have a place in your comeback. Certainly, they can't be relied on exclusively. You are always statistically going to do better leveraging your network, judicious employment of LinkedIn. But if you can get one or two relationships with humans who become your trusted advisors, who trust you, respect you, and you have a really transparent working relationship with them, that can be a very, very powerful endeavour when you're coming back to work. And I met the lady who placed me in my current role the other day. We had lunch and we were talking about what it is that makes a very good candidate consultant relationship. And I think it's really important to share with you if you're thinking, should I bother? I know that recruitment consultants very often get a bad name for being the real estate agents of the job hunting world, but there are some great ones out there who are values driven, professional. They are bothered about their reputation. They understand the merits of looking after their clients and looking after their candidates. They are not just fee hungry sharks. They are people who care about doing a good job and looking after people. But in return for that, there's a way of working with recruitment consultants to get the best out of their service. And number one, you won't be surprised to hear that it is just vitally important to be completely transparent with them about what you're looking for. So if you brief a recruitment consultant on the type of role that you want, what you think your market value is, and by all means listen to their take on whether or not your expectations are realistic, what terms you'll go in on. Do you want to work a 4-day week, for example? Then there is absolutely no point in saying all of that, stipulating those terms at the outset, and then getting 4 or 5 interviews into a process close to an offer represented by said recruitment consultant and springing on them and their hiring manager client at the end of the process that actually you need to come in 3 mornings late and you want 5k more. That's just wrong. It's bad form. It's not great for your reputation, and it's just not, it doesn't smack of integrity. So be very honest about what you're looking for from the outset. That's important to build up that trust with your consultant. They are far more likely to move heaven and earth on your behalf. Secondly, it's important to take some time to cultivate the relationship. And what that looks like is actually bothering to go in and meet them face to face. You would be surprised at how many candidates looking for work can't be bothered going in to meet their agents. And it is so impactful to go in, you know what it's like, meeting somebody face to face, shaking their hand, looking in the whites of their eyes, imagining them in different scenarios. That's what a recruiter needs to do for you. So if they offer to spend 15 minutes saying hi to you over your lunch break or for a coffee in the morning, definitely take them up on it. You could find yourself in the office meeting some of their colleagues who have opportunities to talk to you about as well. And I think that that is what clinched the role that I ended up securing through my recruitment consultant Marie. I went in and saw her. I saw her about a specific role, and we ended up shelving that and deciding it wasn't the right thing, but going for something different. That she was inspired to discuss with me once she'd met me, and she heard a little bit more about what I was all about, what I was like, and she could actually visualize me in that client space. So it was really worthwhile bothering to go in and say hi and show her that I was a nice, normal, professional person. And the other part of that transparency piece is making sure that you are very upfront and honest all the way through the process. Keep the recruitment consultant updated, constantly interview feedback if you've met with one of their clients, and also if you're looking at a number of opportunities, even if it's not through them, it's worth updating them on where you're at. You don't want to get to the end of a process and be under an extreme amount of pressure because you've got 3 other things on the go and you're going to have to go and fess up about it to your recruiter. Just tell them as you're going along, it's absolutely fine to be looking at a portfolio of opportunities. They'll understand and they'll be better equipped to deal with you pulling out of a process if you've been really honest from the start. So in summary, do go and meet your recruiter, ask for a meeting, be very honest with them from the outset about what you want, the terms that you want to go in and work again. Listen to them and take their advice on what they think is realistic in the market, and be very straight up with them the whole way through your recruitment process until you find a job about what else you have on, what else you're considering, and what you're thinking at each point. They're humans, they work in a very competitive, tight market, and there are lots of excellent recruiters out there. So get 1 or 2 good ones who bother to meet you and build rapport and trust with you. Get them into your arsenal as you come back to work, and they can be really powerful partners. Even if they don't find you the first role that you take, they might find the next job that you go for. They can always be a sounding board for you in the market if you are looking to negotiate a salary increase or change of terms. If you've built up a really good relationship with a recruiter, you can know them for 5, 10, 20 years, and they can always be there as a source of market intel for you and potentially even find you people further down the track. So I wish you all the best in building up rapport with a recruitment consultant or 2. They're not all bad. There are some fantastic ones out there.